months under lockdown, becoming the latest European country to roll out drastic measures to stem the spread of COVID-19. Police patrolling the streets of Paris as new rules took effect Tuesday at noon local time. People here are required to carry a signed declaration justifying why they're out, or else face a fine of up to 135 euros or more than 200 Canadian dollars.
La France vit un moment très difficile.
The French president saying his country is at war with the virus in an address late Monday, explaining that citizens are only allowed to leave their homes to buy food, go to work, seek medical care, or get some exercise on their own for at least 15 days. The move, putting the country's 67 million people under lockdown, is considered an unprecedented act during peacetime. This Parisian says she thinks it's very good. We now have to eradicate this virus, she says, and to do this, everyone has to confine themselves. The French government is deploying more than 100,000 police officers nationwide to enforce the restrictions. And by late day Tuesday, the death toll from the coronavirus in France reaching 175, and more than 7,700 people have been infected. Also beginning Tuesday, in the U.S. this time, the San Francisco Bay Area, Northern California, now facing what appears to be the most aggressive steps yet to curb the spread of COVID-19 in the U.S. Officials there have announced a shelter-in-place order that affects nearly 7 million residents, requiring people in 6 counties to stay at home, except for essential needs, until April 7th. San Francisco's mayor says necessary government functions and essential stores will remain open.
And New York City's mayor, by the way, says he is now considering a possible shelter in place for his city. Now, by midday Tuesday, the U.S. had surpassed 5,000 COVID-19 cases. And around that time, the U.S. Coronavirus Task Force, along with Donald Trump, shared an update from the White House. And that's where the U.S. Treasury Secretary said the U.S. government is considering sending money to Americans to ease economic pains.
We're looking at sending checks to Americans immediately. And what we've heard from hardworking Americans, many companies have now shut down, whether it's bars or restaurants. Americans need cash now, and the president wants to get cash now. And I mean now, in the next 2 weeks.
There's been talk about $1,000 checks to every American.
I think it's clear we don't need to send people who make $1 million a year checks.
The Trump administration now pushing for a roughly $1 trillion pandemic response package as economies around the world slide toward recession. Trump predicting an eventual rebound.
When we're finished with the virus, we will win. We will win.